Welcome to Wordiphile. In this episode, we explore speaking in tongues, words that reveal how deeply we have thought about the craft of speaking, listening, and the spaces between. Word 1. Laconic. From the Greek Laconikos, meaning of Laconia, the region around ancient Sparta. The Spartans were legendary for their brevity. When Philip of Macedon threatened to destroy Sparta if his armies entered Laconia, the Spartans replied with a single word. If to be laconic is to speak with Spartan economy. It means using very few words, terse, concise. His laconic reply, just a raised eyebrow and a shrug, somehow said everything. Use laconic when brevity carries more weight than elaboration, when few words say more than many. Word 2. Mellifluous, from the Latin mellifluous, combining mel meaning honey with fluere meaning to flow. The word entered English in the 15th century to describe voices in speech that flow like honey, sweetly and smoothly. To call something mellifluous is to say it drips with sweetness. It means sweet sounding, pleasing to the ear, flowing smoothly. Her mellifluous voice made even the telephone directory sound like poetry. Use mellifluous for voices and words that seem to pour rather than speak, that coat the ear with sweetness. Word 3. Bombast, from the Greek bombix meaning silk, which came to mean cotton in medieval Greek. By the 16th century, bombast referred to cotton padding used to stuff garments and make them appear larger than they were. Within a decade, English speakers applied the word to inflated speech, recognizing that some orators stuff their sentences the same way tailors stuff doublets. It means high-sounding language with little meaning, pompous speech beneath all his bombast about honor and duty. There was no substance, only padding. Use bombast when words are stuffing, when someone inflates their speech to appear larger than their thoughts. Word 4. Eavesdrop, from the Middle English eavesdrop, meaning the ground where rainwater drips from the eaves of a roof. An eavesdropper was someone who stood in that narrow space beneath the eaves to secretly hear conversations inside. The architecture of houses gave us a word for stealing words. It means to secretly listen to a private conversation. She did not mean to eavesdrop. But the thin walls made privacy impossible. Use eavesdrop for listening that happens in shadows, for ears that gather words not meant for them. Word 5. Stentorian, from Stentor, a Greek herald in Homer's Iliad whose voice was as loud as 50 men combined. His name comes from the Greek stenine, meaning to groan or thunder. When Stentor died, his voice became immortal in our language, still naming voices that shake the air. It means extremely loud and powerful. Of a voice, the coach's stentorian commands reached every corner of the field, and probably the next county. Use stentorian for voices that do not merely speak, but thunder, that fill rooms and carry across distances. Word 6. Cajole, from French cajoler, likely blending cajoler meaning to chatter like a jay with gaoler, meaning to entice into a cage. To cajole is to coax with sweet chatter, to use words as a birdcatcher uses song, luring the unwary into giving what they might not otherwise give. It means to persuade someone to do something by sustained coaxing or flattery. She cajoled him into attending the party, her persistence wearing down his every objection. Use cajole when persuasion works through charm and persistence rather than logic, when words become a gentle trap. Word 7. Taciturn, from the Latin taciturnus meaning silent, from tacitus meaning silent, from tacituri meaning to be silent. The root also gives us tacit, something understood without being spoken. The taciturn person speaks in silences, communicating through the words they choose not to say. It means reserved or uncommunicative in speech, saying little. Her taciturn father expressed love through actions, his rare words precious as gold. Use taciturn for those who make silence their native language, whose few words carry the weight of many. Word 8. Parlor. From Old French parler, from parlor meaning to speak. A parlor was originally a room in a monastery where monks, bound by rules of silence, were permitted to speak with visitors. The word traveled from sacred conversation to domestic living rooms, carrying its roots of speech made special. It means a sitting room in a private house. Originally for conversation with visitors, they retreated to the parlor for private conversation, away from the bustle of the party. Use parlor to evoke spaces set aside for talk, rooms that exist because conversation needs a home. Word 9. Circumlocution. From the Latin circumlocutio, combining circum meaning around with locutio meaning speaking. It is a loan translation of the Greek periphrasis. Circumlocution is talking around the point, using many words to avoid using the direct one. Sometimes we circle because we cannot land. It means the use of many words where fewer would do, especially to avoid saying something directly. After 10 minutes of circumlocution, she finally admitted she had forgotten his birthday. Use circumlocution when words become a maze, when speakers wander around the thing they cannot or will not name. Word 10. Raconteur. From French raconteur meaning to tell or narrate, ultimately from Old French raconteur meaning to count or reckon. A raconteur is one who tells tales, and the root reminds us that storytelling began as accounting, as giving a reckoning of events. Every story is a counting of moments that matter. It means a person skilled in telling stories and anecdotes in an entertaining way. Grandfather was a natural raconteur, turning even trips to the grocery store into epic adventures. Use raconteur for those gifted storytellers who transform ordinary events into tales worth hearing, who make listeners lean in. Thank you for spending this time with Wordiphile. May your words find willing ears, and may you always know when silence speaks louder.